Hello there and welcome to Autzen Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This is a visitor. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Street. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking to scramble. Finds room at the 30. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, how about the play of this quarterback? 3rd down and long. The defense, you think, is going to bring extra pressure. But not only is he able to get away from the pressure, how about his awareness on where he needs to go to pick up the first down? So big yards, great awareness, and a first down for this offense.
And the Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Running with purpose. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back and coming up with that conversion.
And we're going to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Well, Chris, this was my big fear for this offense coming into this game. And here we see it on the opening drive, taking a chance, trying to make a play, but you can't do that against these guys. One of the top pass defenses in the country steps in front of it to give their own offense a really good chance to put points on the board.
Play action here on 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Here comes a handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
He's tackled on the play at the 23. Brings up 2nd down.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Now he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Quarterback still with the football. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting, they thought with certain formations, they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit them for some big plays. Here we're seeing it to get this game started.
Back in motion now. He's inside the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing, and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. See if they can convert the point after.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. Oh, and it goes down after a short gain. That's not enough for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Knights begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Third down coming up after that running play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds an open target on the left side. Finding space at the 20. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal. The Knights will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Airing this one out toward the sideline. Catch made down inside the 25. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the quarterback keeps it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, what a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the 1st down.
And the Ducks pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. And now we are all even preparing for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So the UCF offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. He's running out of time. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Here's the second down play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking to scramble to his left. It's incomplete. A dangerous pass there. Almost picked off in the end zone.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. And the Ducks will look to convert here on fourth down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, enough for a first down. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast and puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll test the right side here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Keeping it on the ground here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down play coming up. And now the handoff. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he'll set up to throw. Took contact on the throw. Makes the catch downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. On first and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Knights are in the red zone.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. The Knights come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. This will likely be the last play of the half. Here's the option play. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return starts from inside the 20. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. On first down, it's play action. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Snags a quick throw. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. Offense is going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And the same runner's got it again. He did not get it. Crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
It looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown. Nice. No chance to catch it.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
UCF 28, Oregon 14.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Bringing pressure. Well, he extended the play, but doesn't find the receiver open and goes down.
Oh, really nice by the big fella there at defensive tackle. He never bought into that play-action fake and went right in for the quarterback and brought him down.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. They'll run it from the gun. And the sophomore able to bring him down.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Defense is coming after him. Running back grabs it on a screen. Powering right past the defender. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down.
Boy, it's 3rd and forever. The defense sits back in what I would almost call like a prevent defense, trying to avoid the big play, and it nearly cost him. This running back picks up a lot of yards. Almost thought he might pick up the first down, but we still do have a 4th down, but at least it's more manageable.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. He's escaping the pocket now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up 2nd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Takes the handoff again. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
It's caught downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, UCF. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Knights. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He hands it off from the gun. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That gain sets up a third down play. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game, and rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and then come through for you.
So second down after the incompletion. The short completion of the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain.
And there's the tight end. I've been waiting to see him make a play, and this defense has done such a good job of eliminating him from being a factor in the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead. He finally makes an appearance for his first catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Ducks looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach. But, again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback just takes a knee. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. So they get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But